Do you want to triple your soap making business profit? Hot process soap making is the fastest method for production. And in this video, I will show you exactly how to use it to make times 3 of your profit. Hot process speeds up your production, reduces waiting time, and gives you high quality bar soap. You can sell immediately. No more waiting days for curing. This method is perfect for anyone who wants to start or grow profitable soap business from home. So in this step-by-step tutorial, I'll be teaching the hot process soap making method from start to finish, the exact measurements for a high foaming and long-lasting bar soap, how hot process cuts your production time and increase profit. Let's measure our ingredients. So maybe most of you don't know the type of measuring tools you will use. Like for me, I use this plastic rubber here most times for my measurement. So we are to measure our caustic soda first, and in this production we'll be using 2 liters and half, 2 liters of water and half is what we'll be using for the caustic, and the caustic is 900 grams. So you can see me measuring my water. One thing in soap making is for you to get the accurate measurement. That is one of the major things, so that you won't get bad results. Once you get your measurements, the accurate measurements, you are good to go. You have that quality bar soap. Let's measure our ingredients. So the first ingredient we will be measuring is our caustic soda. Please note, when you're working with caustic soda, please always wear your gloves. Wear your gloves, and also stay in a well-ventilated area when handling caustic soda. You know, caustic soda is very corrosive, so it's not something you just do with your bare hands. If not, it will burn your hands. So when you're working with caustic, you need to be extremely careful. Yes. So the caustic now is 900 grams that we'll be using for this production. And remember, we are doing 5 liters of oil production. It's 5 liters of oil we are doing for this production. So whenever you want to make production for 5 liters of oil, your caustic measurement should be 900 grams. Then you dissolve it in 2.5 liters of water. And once you add your caustic to your water, you always add caustic to water, not the other way around, to avoid explosion. Always add your caustic to your water. Then you stir very well. Stir. If you have nose mask, always wear your nose mask as well when you want to dissolve your caustic, because as you can see in this video, the distance I stayed to stir this caustic is far. I wasn't close, because if you have soaked caustic before, you understand what I'm saying. The vapor that comes out from this particular chemical is harsh. So you wear your nose mask, wear your gloves when you want to soak your caustic. If you look very well, you will see some kind of smoke coming out from this chemical when stirring, to tell you how harsh this chemical is. When you are done stirring, keep this chemical aside to allow it to cool. Like me now, I leave my caustic for 24 hours before using it for any production. Like this one I mixed, and I had to keep it till the next day before I used it to avoid peeling the skin. Because if you use caustic immediately, unless you leave your soap to cure for that 4 weeks, you know, when you make a soap, you leave it for 4 weeks to cure. Unless you want to leave your soap for that period of time to cure very well before using it. If not, leave your caustic for 24 hours at least. So when you're done mixing your caustic, you keep it aside. You head over to the next ingredient. So we'll be using a lot of additives in this production, because it's the additive that will help boost our soap to get the profit. Yes, we have fillers in soap making, and it's what we'll be using in this production. You will see everything here, the measurements, everything. So now we've measured our soda ash, which is 500 grams, and the water we use for this dissolving of the soda ash is 1.5 liters of water. And in this same bowl, you add your soda ash. Then the next chemical we'll be measuring is sodium sulfate. So sodium sulfate in soap making, it helps reduce the excess water in soap during the curing process, and it also helps the soap to last longer. Yes. We are using 200 grams of sodium sulfate in this production. 200 grams. Then you add it in your soda ash bucket, which is the bucket that is there. It's same thing with our calcium. Calcium, will be using 200 grams of calcium in this production. After you've added your ingredients in the soda ash solution, you make sure you stir very well to combine. Stir very well. And now it's time to add in our color. The color we are using for this production is watercolor. There's the water type we are using, and we're using lemon for this production. You add your color. You add your color in water before adding to your solution, to your ingredients, so that it can dissolve well and combine well. Once you've added your color into the solution, make sure you stir very well to avoid color patches on your soap. So you stir very well. Stir. So this is what you have after stirring. So you will see another bowl there, which is our caustic. Once your caustic is cool, this is how your caustic soda should be looking, clear white. And this is what we'll be using for the production. You know, I told you earlier that when you're using caustic, you soak it for 24 hours or at least 10 hours, so that the chemical will not be harsh on your skin when you're using it to do your laundry. So you add your caustic solution into the soda ash and the additives solution as well. Then you stir everything together to combine. You stir everything to combine. This is how I do my own process. It's easier for me this way. Though some people, they add in their caustic in their oils before adding the soda ash and the other additives. But me, I first add my caustic to my soda solution to make it easy for me. Now it's time to add in our oils to our solution. So if you check the rubber, you will see the lines there. So you will know the exact liters you are using. Just I've said earlier that I use this type of rubber most times to measure my ingredients, my oils, to get the accurate measurement. So in case you don't have any measurements at home, if you want to buy, you can get this rubber, something like this type. It's very good. You can use it to measure your oils, your caustic water, and other things. So you can see me mixing our oils and our solutions together. Remember, it's hot process we are doing. You stir very well for all your ingredients to combine. You light your fire after your batter have taken up. Then you put it on the fire. Then you allow it to melt gradually. This is how we do hot process method. You allow your batter to melt gradually. You know, in hot process making, you need to have patience when you process your soap. You can use this type of stove. I would advise you should not use gas, so you'll be able to regulate your fire. Stove is better. Now we are adding in our foam booster. You know, this foam booster, I made it myself. I did my own foam booster to have quality foam booster for my soap. I'll be dropping a video on how to make foam booster soon. I'll be dropping the video so you will know how to make your own foam booster from home. Don't have to go to the chemical shop again to tell them give me foam booster. No, I know since you are making this soap for business, you need to add foam booster so that your soap can lather well, can foam very well. You stir little by little. You don't over stir your batter, so you will not spoil your soap. Look at the way I'm doing it. Just gradually. Now we add in our silicates. Silicates is very good in soap making. Silicate, it gives your soap that shiny, smooth look. So whenever you're doing production, please always remember to add your silicate. It's called sodium silicate. Always remember to add it in your production. It gives your soap that quality look. Then you stir as well. You stir. The next thing we'll be adding is our perfume. Perfume, add it in hot process at the end of your production, the last part of your production. That's when you add your perfume to maintain the fragrance. Yes, so that the fragrance can come out well. When you add it, you stir.
Now, let me tell you something. Soap making is a very profitable business if you can understand the right methods. The hot process method can help you save time, produce faster, and increase your earning if done correctly. So if you want me to make more videos teaching the hot process step by step, the ingredients, the functions, measurements, and business tips, then let me know in the comment section. And if you are interested in learning directly from me, I also offer online and physical soap making training classes. It's very affordable. One thing I need from you is just for you to be serious. just I've said earlier that I don't just make soaps. I make soaps for profit. It's to make them because this soap I'm making is for business. This production I'm doing now is people that have ordered for it. I'm doing this production. I don't just make soap for fun. I make it for business. So if you want to know how to make profit in your soap making, I'm always there for you. You can contact me directly. My WhatsApp number is on the screen, or you chat me on WhatsApp, or you can call me directly. Anyone. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and also subscribe to this channel for more videos. Once you pour in your butter into the mold, you leave it for at least 10 hours because this is a hot process. If you not leave it for long, it will affect your soap. You will not have a good soap. So you are, in fact, if you do hot process method, just leave your soap till the next day before you cut your soap. Before you cut it.